Marvel is about to betray fans, and these 9 Avengers will pay the price. The MCU's next team isn't just heroes, it's a ticking time bomb. Why? Because Doctor Doom is coming to destroy them. Stick around, the final reveal will shock you. These aren't Earth's mightiest heroes, they're Marvel's biggest sacrificial lambs. You've been warned. Before we dive into the roster, a few quick ground rules. My projection envisions a team of 9 Avengers. Not the lean 6 we once had, but a broadened lineup more fitting for the age of multiverses and cosmic chaos. Only the core Avengers are being predicted here. Not the vast ensemble who fought at Endgame's finale, but the few destined to shape the next chapter. To bring order to the mayhem, I've sorted every major Marvel character into 7 distinct layers, a hierarchy ranging from the impossible to the inevitable. Tier 0 is the graveyard, the realm of the fallen and the unattainable. Tier 5 houses those whose chances are distant dreams at best. Tier 4 those entangled with other teams. Tier 3 are long shots who might yet surprise us. Tier 2 the serious contenders. Tier 1 the ones who are all but assured. And beyond that lies the summit, the confirmed, where Sam Wilson's Captain America and Joaquin Torres' new Falcon already soar. 71 characters await dissection. Let's start with a familiar figure, Drax the Destroyer. A personal favorite, it would be a riot to see him awkwardly invisible again. Yet Dave Bautista has been vocal. Thus, Drax tumbles into the abyss of Tier 0. But let's face it, this fantasy stays locked away in Tier 5. Quicksilver? His race is long since run. Tier 0. Pepper Potts as rescue. Enticing, but Gwyneth Paltrow has traded armor for candle shops. Tier 0 again. Black Widow, another ghost. Tier 0. Hercules glimpsed in an end credits tease, trapped in the MCU's limbo. An Avenger in comics, but here, only a whisper. Tier 5. Kingo, the eternal performer abducted by celestial judgment, another unlikely recruit. Tier 5. Korg. After Love and Thunder's fallout, Taika Waititi's future seems uncertain. Korg probably crumbles in Tier 0. White Vision, an enigma who vanished at WandaVision's end. Rumors of a Disney Plus resurrection linger, but until then, he drifts in Tier 3. Cersei, noble Eternal and comic Avenger, is shackled by Arisham's grasp. Realistically, she too is Tier 5. Rocket Raccoon, now shepherding the Guardians 2.0, is firmly rooted elsewhere. Tier 4. Mantis? She left the Guardians behind, a free agent wandering the stars. An unexpected Avenger. A possibility worth Tier 3. Yondu? Dead. Tier 0. Iron Man? Also dead. Tier 0. Clea, mysterious sorceress whose tale waits to unfurl in Doctor Strange 3. For now, she's another Tier 5 mystery. Spider-Man. Here lies the controversy. Peter Parker, who just completed a soul-crushing arc on staying grounded. Could he swing back into Earth's mightiest? Doubtful, but not impossible. Let's pin him in Tier 3. M'Baku, King of Wakanda, reigning supreme and busy munching on his carrots. Tier 5. Nick Fury, never truly an Avenger, and now a hollow echo of his former self. Tier 5. Kate Bishop, Hawkeye's successor. Brilliant, fierce, and likely reserved for a young Avengers assembly. Tier 4. Star-Lord, the legendary outlaw returned to Earth. My instincts tell me Marvel positioned him here for a reason. A return to Avenger status? I wager he's Tier 2. Echo, despite her underwhelming solo series, could stumble into Avengerhood simply because there's nowhere else for her. Tier 3. Sabra, controversy magnet. Her future looks grim. Tier 5. Werewolf by night, beloved by few, known by fewer. Sadly, Tier 5. Hawkeye, Clint Barton, the retirement king. He's retired so often it's practically a reflex. Still, history warns never to bet against a comeback. Tier 3. Scarlet Scarab, an MCU original with fleeting popularity. Tier 5. The Wasp, Evangeline Lilly's silence speaks volumes. If she's stepping back, then Wasp quietly falls into Tier 0. Elsa Bloodstone, like Man-Thing, another creature feature darling. Tier 5. Star Fox, Thanos' prettier brother. Despite the lineage, no clear path to Avenger glory. Tier 5. Jane Foster as Mighty Thor, her time is past. Tier 0. Ant-Man Scott Lang, the perennial underdog. Marvel loves Paul Rudd's charm, and nostalgia makes him a clear Tier 2. Gamora, resurrected but hollow. Zoe Saldana seems ready to close this chapter. Tier 0. Phyla-Vell, new blood in the Guardians. For now, Tier 4. Ghost, another Thunderbolt recruit. Busy elsewhere, Tier 4. Red Hulk, President Ross himself. Harrison Ford's deal hints at longevity. I'm betting on Tier 3 for this angry old soldier. The Punisher, Frank Castle. The MCU's champions don't take kindly to his methods. Tier 0. Nakia, radiant in every role but tethered to Black Panther's orbit. Tier 5. Hulk, the last original powerhouse. Mark Ruffalo's loyalty and Hulk's need for redemption make him an obvious Tier 1. Gilgamesh, Fin Itanal. Tier 0. Phastos, another Eternal in MCU limbo. Tier 5. Howard the Duck, added in jest but what a spectacle it would be. Still Tier 5. Chala, irreplaceable. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Tier 0. Ajak, dead and gone. Tier 0. Monica Rambeau, marooned outside the primary reality. Tier 0. Thor Odinson, thunderous icon. A solo future beckons, but an Avenger once more? Slim, Tier 3. Steve Rogers, aged and out of time. The endgame rejuvenation device exists, but let's not desecrate the legacy. Tier 0. Moving on to Daredevil. Matt Murdock, a cult hero rather than a team player. But Marvel knows his pull. Reluctantly, I slot him into Tier 3. As we edge closer to the rebirth of Earth's mightiest heroes, it's time to address a necessary reckoning. A reckoning with the future. 9. That's the number I'm carving into stone. Not 6. 6 is old mythology. The new Avengers will need the strength and breadth that 9 can offer. But assembling this pantheon demands judgment, a brutal, unsentimental stratification. I've forged 7 tiers to sort the worthy from the forgotten. Tier 0 is the crypt, characters beyond salvation, slain or exiled. Tier 5 belongs to the lost causes. Tier 4? The conscripted, warriors pledged to other banners. Tier 3 captures the realm of plausible surprises. Tier 2 marks those poised to ascend. Tier 1, the fated ones, standing on destiny's doorstep. And the final tier? The anointed, the confirmed Captain America, Sam Wilson, and Falcon, Joaquin Torres, already etched into history's next great mural. Our expedition resumes. Bucky Barnes, too busy entangled with the Thunderbolts, his Winter Soldier days fading into the past. Tier 4. Ironheart, Riri Williams, a rising star, yet her fate feels tied to the young Avengers. Tier 4. Gaia, let's not kid ourselves. Despite wielding the powers of every hero, she's shackled to the failure that was Secret Invasion. She vanishes into the mist of Tier 0. Moon Knight, Mark Spector's fractured soul, has captured the public's imagination. Yet, with a second season of madness potentially anchoring him elsewhere, he balances precariously in Tier 3. Athena, fierce and luminous among the Eternals, yet no less forsaken. Tier 5. Shang-Chi. If there is a fire still burning bright, it's his. Despite a sequel languishing in development hell, his rapport with Hulk and Captain Marvel seals his place. He stands proudly in Tier 1. U.S. Agent John Walker, the accidental masterpiece of the multiverse saga. Yet bound to Thunderbolts, he's consigned to Tier 4. Taskmaster. Her presence a whisper in Thunderbolts trailers, hinting at an abrupt end. Tier 4 for now, but doom awaits. She-Hulk, once destined to be iconic. But the show's rocky voyage has dimmed her prospects. Jennifer Walters drifts into Tier 3. Scarlet Witch fallen, broken, gone. Tier 0. Doctor Strange. Pivotal to the grand tapestry, but unlikely to tether himself to the core team. Tier 3. Pip the Troll. Even in a dreamscape, not an Avenger. Tier 5. Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, battle-hardened, refined. The Marvels may have stumbled, but she rose above. Tier 1. Okoye, Wakanda's guardian, too loyal to stray. Tier 5. Red Guardian, the Wheaties box champion, Thunderbolt bound. Tier 4. Adam Warlock, another guardian relegated to Tier 4. Druig, eternal brooder. A career resurgence can't rewrite destiny. Tier 5. War Machine, the perennial soldier. Yet the revelation of his Skrull replacement demands a story not yet told. Tier 3. Shuri, the Black Panther. Untethered from Wakanda's royal court, her path seems clear. Tier 2. Nebula, matriarch of nowhere, anchored far from Earth's battlefield. Tier 4. Cassie Lang, destined for the young Avengers. Tier 4. Kraglin, loyal but peripheral. Tier 4. Mac Carey, speedster of the Eternals, unclaimed, unresolved. Tier 5. Ms. Marvel, bright but too young for this league. Tier 4. America Chavez, another young Avenger in waiting. Tier 4. Cosmo the Space Dog, loyal, brilliant, but bound to the Guardians. Tier 4. Groot, the galaxy's mightiest tree, yet still firmly a guardian. Tier 4. Wong, a cornerstone of the mystic arts, beloved and battle-tested. He's a lock. Tier 1. Yelena Belova, the shadow dancer, destined for thunderbolts. Tier 4. Dane Whitman, the would-be Black Knight. Blade's demise puts his fate on ice, yet a glimmer remains. Tentatively, Tier 3. Valkyrie, Asgard's errant queen, once a slave trader, now a symbol of unanswered moral debt. Somehow, she hovers in Tier 3. Namor, the submariner, bonded to Shuri by blood and vengeance, yet his tempestuous soul resists unity. Tier 3. Now for the interlopers of another reality, Deadpool and Wolverine. Wade Wilson and Logan are stranded in an alternate universe, unlikely to bleed into Earth 616 anytime soon. Tier 5. X-23, fellow exile. Tier 5. Elektra and Blade, return to their own dying worlds. Tier 10. Gambit, the wild card. Channing Tatum's long-deferred dream might yet find purchase. The portal lingers, a hope in Tier 3. And so the vision crystallizes. 9 Titans to forge a new dynasty. Captain America, Sam Wilson. The Banner Reborn. Falcon, Joaquin Torres. The Wings of Hope. Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. The Burning Star. Hulk, Bruce Banner. The Unyielding Titan. Wong, the Sorcerer Supreme. Shang-Chi, the Master of Chi and Fury. Black Panther, Shuri. The Queen of Innovation and War. Ant-Man, Scott Lang. The Heart That Time Forgot. Star-Lord, Peter Quill. The Rogue with a Cause. This is the cadre that will rise only to be shattered, undone by the iron fist of Doctor Doom when Avengers, Doomsday dawns. So, is this really Marvel's A-Team, or a death sentence in disguise? Who's the weakest link? Drop your brutal takes in the comments. I'll be roasting the wildest ones. And if you're not subscribed yet, you're missing the chaos. The next breakdown will expose Marvel's worst casting mistake. Smash that button before it's too late.